Long Neck Josh, the Joey Deez. This is the Canvas Critique.
It's a new day! Yes, it is! Has just tipped up here tonight. Ruthless aggression. The irresistible force meeting the immovable object. R.K.O. He is broken in half! Ooh, yeah! Yes! Can't see me.
This is my yard now.
What's it gonna do when Hulkamania in the largest arms in the world run wild on you? I lie! I cheat! I steal! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! The Austin era has begun!
And that's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold said so.
The man.
The boyhood dream has come true. Just sit back, relax. It's gonna get good. Rest in
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Long Neck Josh back with another video, and today is the 11th episode of Canvas Critique. Of course, you just heard my co-host, Mr. Joey Deez.
Mr. Joey Deez, yes, 11 episodes. Congratulations, Josh.
Hey, same to you, man. We co-run this show.
Yeah, this has been awesome, honestly. To do 11 episodes, it feels like we just started this yesterday, honestly, and now we've done. We're in the double digits of episodes and climbing.
Right.
We got some great things coming in the future, some real cool things in the future.
Yeah, and I will mention one of those great things at the end of the episode, so make sure you guys stay tuned. But let's go ahead and introduce our special guest for today, all the way in the UK. We have one of my closest friends from Instagram, Mr. Will.
Thank you very much for having me, both of you. Wow, I can't believe I'm finally on here.
Hey, it's a pleasure.
Great to finally have you, man. Is this our first technically international guest, Josh?
No, Christian's from Canada.
Ooh, very true.
I think the correct thing is first European.
There you go.
Okay, it's our first European for sure.
Yeah.
Second international overall outside the United States, so I think that's pretty cool too. But you're our furthest away guest so far.
That is true.
I am indeed, and it's a very long way away from where you guys are. But I am here, and I'm here to say a lot about what we got coming up.
Yes, and what we have coming up, I can now say, because it was the last pay-per-view of the year, I can say it was the best pay-per-view of the year.
This pay-per-view was on fire!
And of course, the pay-per-view that we are talking about is Tables, Ladders, and Chairs.
Fuego.
Yes.
Fuego.
Or sí, Fuego.
Sí, fuego me gusta.
And now are you ready to do the results, Josh?
Oh, dude, I'm ready. I'm ready to review this show with you guys. I'm excited to talk about a lot. So let's go ahead and dive right in to the kickoff show.
Yay.
I think I have to make it a point to emphasize the kickoff
You're on a
show
streak?
every episode.
You're on a streak. You're on a roll. You're on a roll.
All right. Well, we kicked off on the kickoff show, with an 8-man tag team match featuring Big E, Otis, Chad Gable, and Daniel Bryan taking on King Corbin, Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Sami Zayn. Really quickly, before we get started on the match, though, I just want to mention this is the first time we saw Sami, Cesaro, and Shinsuke together in a very long time.
I forgot about the three of them.
Yeah.
What were they called again? Was it the Artist Collective, right?
I don't know. They had.
Did they have a name?
I think they did, yeah.
I don't know. I kind of forgot about them.
Yeah,
Right.
So did I.
And it's so weird seeing Big E in a multi-man tag team match without Kofi and Woods.
And you know what else is weird? That the Forgotten Sons have no longer been forgotten, but they're no longer the Forgotten Sons.
They're just the Sons now.
They're just the little
They're
sons.
not even together.
They're the King's sons.
You got
And
two
then you
sons
have
and one.
Riker on Raw with Elias now.
Well, Riker's Elias and Elias is Riker.
They are brothers.
The Riker and Elias are the new Usos, just not as good.
Gosh, man, a lot of people know this. The Usos are my favorite tag team of all time. I think they're the best tag team in WWE.
Greatest in the
Without doubt.
world.
Best tag team in the world, yes.
Yep, I agree.
But all right, let's go ahead and talk about the match. I personally wasn't able to watch this match.
This guy.
Will, Joe, were you guys able to?
The main host of the show, and this is how you kick off, Josh. You can't even give us anything on this match.
Well,
I
can give you what I think is gonna lead up to after this match, but
Okay.
you guys can go ahead and start us
Hey,
off.
let's let our guest go off first. Will, did you watch this match?
Only parts of it because of time difference. Because obviously I'm not. I was preparing myself for the main show, but I did catch glimpses of it as I was preparing myself for the main show. To be fair, from what I saw, it's just standard like pre-show kickoff match. It was a decent match. Bit of a story though. The story of Big E pinning Sami Zayn, I think it was, which leads up to, which I think will pay off eventually to Sami Zayn versus Big E for the title. Which I think then Big E would win.
You stole my thunder, Will.
Sorry, bro.
I didn't watch the match, and I was gonna come in at the end and say this and
Well, that makes
impress
three of
everybody by saying that.
Well, you would have been the third one to say it, Josh, because you are the third one to say it. Because I agree, this match did exactly what it needed to do. Big E, this match was literally for Big E to pin Sami Zayn, just not in a singles match. It was to give everybody something to do, and there was also a story in there besides Big E and Sami Zayn. I saw like a lot of Otis and Chad Gable, and they've been doing a lot of that lately. But I thought it was a pretty good kickoff show match. It was good to see. I don't know, Sami Zayn, like he's just great.
Yeah. Nice to see Daniel Bryan in the match too.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to start doing some more with him. So, I'd love to see them start to do that.
Yeah. Also as well, just briefly, Will, am I allowed to, just in case I do, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, that's fine.
Nothing, I won't do it but like Sami Zayn plays his chicken, heel type gimmick so well.
Oh my God, he's great.
He plays it so well.
Sami is one of the best heels in WWE, right? Or best heels.
And I love his shirt
right now.
I love his shirt. His shirt was so generic, It was just so.
It was generic, but it was to the point.
It was to the point, and he made it in his basement.
Honestly, it really looks like he did. But really quickly, can we go back? I'm not sure if it was the Friday. I think it was the Friday before TLC when Sammy was hosting the Sammy Awards. What was Big E wearing? It looked like he was trying to rip off Bob Backlund.
Big E?
Yeah.
Oh, and with the red bow tie?
Yeah, and the white shirt and the trousers.
He didn't have suspenders on, though.
Did he?
Yeah,
I thought he did.
Really?
I think he
I
did.
thought- Did he?
No.
Let me have a quick look.
I would have definitely noticed if Big E was wearing suspenders, but you could check that.
Hang on, let me have a quick look.
I could totally be wrong about that. I might just be an idiot.
No, you're not an idiot. I just think
He was.
he was wearing suspenders.
They were just black suspenders. That's why.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a Bob Backlund thing at all.
Oh no, I don't think it was. I just wanted to mention, like, it kind of made him look like.
Yeah.
It was just a Big E. It was like Big E trying to stand out as far. And I like how he's been standing out, without, because not only the way he's dressing and acting and talking, but he also in the ring doesn't he's not really like swiveling his hips a lot and doing all the little cutesy moves and stuff. You know what I mean? Like he's being a badass right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to mention that as well. Like, Big E will have his goofy moments, but then if you annoy him or you do something, he turns it up another level.
Yep.
And that, I feel like once he does reach that next level, because we all want him to reach that next level, he's a guaranteed world champion. Guaranteed world champion.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Honestly, I would say that. That would be nice to see. But, yeah.
Like, other than that, I haven't really got much else to say about that pre-show match.
Neither do I. Big E's team picked up the win. Otis is back to wrestling in singlets, so you have that.
God.
That's something you would point out, Josh. Yep.
What can I say?
What?
So, you like looking at singlets, do you?
That's not why I said that. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the main show. And wow, we started the main show in a big way with the WWE Championship being defended. Drew McIntyre defending his championship against AJ Styles in a TLC match.
Wow.
Boy, Drew.
Oh my God, man.
It was a good match. There's a few things I want to point out before we get to the obvious ending that happened.
I can't right now. I'm gonna let everyone talk first.
For me, AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre, they did a hell of a job. AJ Styles focusing after the leg, so Drew couldn't climb the ladder. That was smart. And he applied like 2 brutal calf killers or calf crushers to McIntyre. Of course, one through the ladder and one through the chair. So that was really cool for me to see. And there was a lot of throwing chairs in this match.
Brutal, man. Brutal.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. But if anybody wants to go ahead and take over now, I'll go ahead by all means.
I feel like, right, this match, the match itself was fantastic. The match itself was absolutely fantastic, and there's a reason why Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles was a dream match for so long. Because we all knew they can produce magic. Adding The Miz as well, adding The Miz towards the end, with him so-called, air quotes, cashing in, and I'm going to use air quotes here for a reason, and I'll explain why in a minute. But cashing in the Money in Bank contract, then having that story of The Miz once again getting a bit overconfident with himself, and then that costing him, all rounds up in my opinion. And some people are like, oh, why have they done this to him? Why have they made him done that? And it's like, there's going to be a payoff here. There's going to be a payoff, in my opinion, to why. But whilst I'm saying that as well, when I mean air quoting cashing in, I say that because the Miz himself didn't actually cash it in. It was John Morrison who cashed it in. Now, what I think is going to happen here is there's going to be a loophole where the Miz is going to try and win back the briefcase, and he's going to win it back. And he's going to win it back.
This whole thing made me laugh, man.
The only way the Miz is getting another Money in the Bank briefcase is if he actually wins the match.
Listen, this match was great, and then the Miz came out. Okay, but no, listen. But even when Miz came out, I mean, honestly, I'll be honest with you, it got better when Miz came out. Even though I didn't want any interruptions, and I didn't even think about Money in the Bank at the time. I enjoyed it. This big ogre throws Miz through the table, and I'm just like, this is the greatest thing in the world, because now Miz is gonna lose his briefcase, and then he loses his briefcase because McIntyre wins with I think that last Claymore was pretty high impact, and I think that was good way to finish it. But the thing about it is now they're gonna like Will said, they're gonna pull some type of loophole here where he's gonna get it back, and I'm a fan of that, and I'm not, because I'm a fan of it because I think Miz should definitely win the championship at some point within the next year, like at the most, because they've stalled on it for way too long already. I mean, that's really my only thought on that, honestly. I think that it's a good thought and a good idea, but also just like I can't stand Miz at the same time.
For me, this was gonna be like perfect long-term booking. I saw Miz come out. I was ecstatic. My dad was happy. My dad's a huge Miz fan. And we were both excited that Miz came out, and he's climbing the ladder. And the next thing you know, this big guy that's been with Styles for so long, but he hasn't really done anything until now. And I guess he interfered in a championship match, which is very important. But they really could have this long-term booking with Miz and Morrison. Miz could have won this match, and it could have eventually led to a feud with Morrison, in my opinion. So Morrison
No. Listen, and here's the thing. Now, what's going to happen is Morrison's going to take the heat, because technically he's the one who made the decision to cash in at that time being. And if Miz loses it and doesn't get it back, Morrison's going to be the guy that they blame. And in between now and that time, where a decision's made on that, which I think is going to be a little while, I think that, people are going to try and keep pushing it, putting all the pressure on Morrison and trying to break Miz and Morrison apart, with knowing that he's the guy that cost you your briefcase. So I think it's going to cause tension between Miz and Morrison, and obviously they're going to break at some point. But, it's just, my only question about this match, my only one thing that's off about this match, because I thought the whole thing was great overall. How come this guy is standing outside the ring for the first half an hour in a no disqualification TLC match? Why wouldn't he just get involved right away? Just take a freaking ladder and bounce it off McIntyre's head. There's just no logic to that for me, because there's no disqualification, so why not just take the advantage right off the bat? Come up, sneak behind with a ladder, a chair, something, man. And he's just standing outside the ring for 20 minutes watching the match. And Styles and McIntyre out in front of him fighting, and he's raising his hands and backing up, I'm backing off. I don't understand that.
I don't know.
You have to have him try something early to make it look realistic, and then whether you want him to take McIntyre down early or McIntyre, it backfires and McIntyre takes him down. But there's got to be something done about that, because I'm just standing there going, if that's me, and it's my friend or whatever in the ring, I'm probably doing something right away, as soon as I get the opportunity. But I don't know. Didn't see anything.
That's fair.
Yeah. You got a point there. But like, on a completely unrelated note, can I just say that I actually find like Almost actually kind of entertaining.
Who?
Almost the big bloke.
Oh my
The
god,
big-
that guy's a monster. I can't wait till he gets in the ring, because no one's ever gonna look big against that guy.
No.
It's like impossible to.
He makes Strowman look, he makes Strowman look small.
Strowman's not a small man.
He makes Strowman look small.
I want to see Almost next to Big Show. I want to see that.
Big Show's probably just wider than him, but shorter.
Right.
I think Big Show now is definitely shorter because like McIntyre, McIntyre's not too far off him now. And I'm not saying McIntyre's small because McIntyre's a massive man in his own right.
Oh yeah.
Like he's huge. Even next to Almost, McIntyre didn't look overly small. But
McIntyre is
Yeah.
not wide, He's not
no, he's not wide.
he's not wide from front to back,
No,
He's just kind of he's big.
very muscular. He's
Yeah.
big and muscular. But other than that, I would actually like to see Big Show and Almost.
in a match.
No, not in a match. God no.
I was gonna say, like, what are you doing to us? It'd be a train wreck.
It really would be. But yeah.
So yeah, in the end, Drew McIntyre retained the title. This was my prediction coming out because, like Joe said, I didn't really see the Money in the Bank cash-in happening during the match. But congratulations, Miz, on now being the first man to ever successfully and unsuccessfully cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase.
We don't know that yet.
Congratulations.
All right, so we move on from that to a surprisingly great match. I wasn't expecting it to be as great as it was. Of course, I'm talking about the SmackDown Women's Championship, Sasha Banks defending against Carmella. So, would anybody like to start us off?
Me.
All right, go ahead.
Carmella got a lot better.
Yes.
Definitely.
That's all I got to say.
I agree.
This match was surprisingly very good.
Mm-hmm.
And props to both. Literally props to both of them for putting on a great match.
Sasha had the Eddie tribute in the match
Mm-hmm.
with the Three Amigos and the Frog Splash.
Great.
But, like, to me, in
Fantastic.
my opinion, if you're going to hit that, I think that should be the finish of a match. Just
Yes. Out of respect.
Yeah. But regardless, she hit it, and even though it was a 2 count, like, it was still cool to see it.
Oh yeah, always.
But yeah, Carmella really impressed me in this match, and there was a time where actually she made me believe that she was actually about to win.
Mm-hmm.
And that was right there near the end where she hit those 2 super kicks on the outside, and I thought Banks was done for.
Is that past them?
Say that.
I wouldn't put it past them to have Carmella win.
Oh, she will at some point.
She definitely will, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a great match.
Yeah. So, I just think that they brought Carmella back and they put her into the SmackDown Women's title picture just too early.
Oh Jesus.
I
Happens
mean,
all the
obviously,
time.
she's gotten a lot better, but like,
Oh, they do it with Charlotte.
Charlotte.
You gonna say that about Charlotte?
We'll get to that.
I'm just when we get to that, but I'm just saying while we're speaking on it now, they do it with Charlotte every time. They did it with her right now, in the moment we're living in.
Yeah.
But regardless, Sasha
Listen,
won the match. It was a really good match. Probably my favorite non-TLC match of the night. My favorite non-stipulation match of the night.
got you. Yeah, that was a great match.
What do you guys think of the match? as a whole.
Fantastic. 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
9.5 out of 10. Almost
I
perfect.
actually,
It was
I would
great.
even go as far to say I like this match better than I like the opening match.
Really?
I don't think so, sir. Not
I mean,
me.
that's my opinion.
TLC match with Styles and McIntyre? This was better than that?
Nah.
Are you crazy?
I guess I am crazy.
Do you know
This
what,
ma-
though?
This match wasn't that good. I mean, Carmella just got a lot better. Sasha did her thing. Sasha's great all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
So I just look at it as great job on both parts. Carmella got better. That's awesome. It's good for Carmella to look strong like that. I don't know. It's just it doesn't do much for me besides it was great. But going forward, the goal is to make Carmella look strong against someone that's super strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, like also think about the context as well. You got like I can understand why someone might actually prefer this over the opening match to begin with. If I think about the context and the like overall what's it called setting of the actual match itself. Which let's be honest here, nobody was expecting to do anything special, but yeah, they did a very good job.
They did.
And I was expecting something good, but not that good. But here's the thing, like Josh, you said, they throw it back in the title picture. But I got a question for you. Would you rather see this, or would you rather see Carmella come back with all those videos and make her look like they're building her up strong, and then she comes back and faces Dana Brooke, Lana.
Yeah, no, he's got a point.
I don't know who was on SmackDown,
like you
but
could have came back.
Her whole character this whole change in character would have died in 3 weeks if she was doing that. So the fact that they put her into this makes it better, because now going forward, like Carmella can't really go down from here. She can, but it'll be their fault, not hers.
That's fair.
Okay, but facing like low talent, for weeks or months at a time, and then putting her in the title picture is like, all right, well,
Yeah, that's true. I guess it's
Carmella,
not like it's an NXT call-up that they immediately put in the title picture.
No. Carmella's a two-time, she's a champion, I think, two-time champion or one.
Yeah, two-time champion,
A seven-time Money in the Bank winner.
She's only a one-time champion.
And no, she is a one-time champion. Sorry. And
she won Money in the Bank 7 times, and Ellsworth won it for her all 7 times.
Yeah. And also, she's actually won also, I bet you guys forgot about this, the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
So she's actually had a very successful career.
She has. And I'm glad to see that for Mella. I think she's a great wrestler. Definitely improved a lot since we've last seen her. And I definitely want to see her become champion again. Someday.
Me too.
Definitely.
Not now, though, because Sasha's...
Yeah, Sasha
Watch
should
out.
at least hold the title till Mania.
Maybe longer.
All right. Well, we moved on, and this whole card really just impressed me tonight. It went from a great match to another great match to another just incredible match. The Raw Tag Team Championship match, the New Day defending against the Hurt Business. Let's talk about the interview before the match, though. What is it? Big win New Day? Is that what they said?
What?
I have no idea.
What do you mean,
They said
Josh?
something. Or big match New Day. That's what they said.
To be honest, at that point, I was just ordering my food.
They are.
About big match New Day. And
They
what
are.
does it sound like?
Big match Cena?
Yeah.
Big match John.
Big match John.
Well,
Big
I
match.
mean, the New Day is the John Cena of tag teams.
Very true.
Okay. That's fair.
Not as far as length in career, but just image in company.
Definitely not. Yeah, I was gonna say,
I don't know why I'm
definitely
leaving
not,
the subject out. Say that again?
But I was gonna say, yeah, definitely not in image by any means necessary. But they do have their own like. They have their own like area in the company, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They're definitely going into the Hall of Fame. There's no doubt about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're safe. They are safe from anything.
But regardless, the match started, and right off the bat, it was like New Day just dug into Cedric Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think we started the match off with a super kick, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was.
Like Kofi.
Yeah, and then the New Day they were digging in they were isolating Cedric Alexander, and that's just classic tag team wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
For me, yeah.
Of course, Benjamin.
Dude, someone hit a nasty like face buster on Woods. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know which one
They
you're
like
talking about.
spiked him. They spiked him, man, and it hurt. That looked like it hurt. That's one thing that kind of stood out in this match. I think this was a great match. That was just one thing that looked like whoa, dangerous.
Right.
I believe it was on Woods. Could have been Kofi, but I think it was Woods.
Didn't Kofi get his teeth knocked out?
Kofi's been spitting teeth up since Sunday.
Huh. We've been drinking from a straw.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, very high-paced action. Shelton Benjamin can still go.
Mm-hmm.
Shelton Benjamin.
He's so underrated too. Like, he can still do incredible things in the ring, and I feel like WWE just doesn't give him the chance to show that as much as they should.
They gotta have as much as I don't want Brock Lesnar, they gotta do Shelton Benjamin against Brock Lesnar someday, man.
Yeah, that'd be fun to watch. But
I still want to see Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley.
and
That's another one.
Let's talk about, there was one moment in the ring where I
want to
think-
see the Fiend in Lesnar too.
Oh,
Wait.
Is it,
The Fiend's.
we'll get onto that.
we'll get onto that. But regardless, there was one moment in this match, a huge spot, and I've never seen, I don't think I've ever seen anybody counter the boom drop like this. Benjamin.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, is that when Shelton Benjamin got up and then power?
Yeah, he got up and caught him.
Oh
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, he was laying down and he just jumped up and caught him in midair.
Right. That was
Wow.
so cool.
Yeah.
That was definitely my favorite spot of the match. And eventually, I think Benjamin hit him with a superplex, or it kind of looked like the T-Bone superplex.
Off the top. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But
And,
it was like an over the belt. It was over the back type.
Yeah, something like that. And then Alexander was in the corner. I'm assuming he was getting ready to hit the pay dirt, Shelton. And then Alexander tagged himself in to win the titles after hitting the lumbar check.
Shelton was mad.
I mean,
but then he saw the goal. He saw the titles, and he was like,
okay, fair enough.
did he see his face? He was mad, and he was sitting there hanging over the middle rope, and he's mad, looking around, and he sees the titles, and he's like, "Oh, we're champions. All right,
fair
yeah."
enough.
And something that really brought to my attention just now, because I'm reading the results to kind of recap myself, and I completely forgot the MVP was out there. He didn't get involved at all, and I think
he didn't.
That was just great booking. It makes this win feel more special.
That's definitely MVP himself though doing that, definitely.
But now you have the Hurt Business owning not only the United States Championship, but now the Raw Tag Team Championships. So does this mean we're going to see MVP win the WWE Championship?
No.
I know, I'm just joking.
I thought about that the other night, but I'm like, no.
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 If they wanted Hurt Business to hold all the titles,
it'd be Lashley holding the title and MVP holding the US.
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah. So maybe Lashley loses the U.S. title at some point. MVP wins it back, as Lashley goes for something bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then Lashley's the last one to win the title, to cap it all off.
Guys, can you believe Cedric Alex? Just on an unrelated note, really quickly as well, that 3 members of the Hurt Business, all 3 members of them are in their mid-40s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're in their 20s.
All veterans.
All veterans, all in their mid-40s except Cedric, and all move
And do you want to? I don't know if you guys noticed this, but real quick, I want to cover something on the Hurt Business. That MVP is the only one that likes Cedric. Does anyone realize? Does anyone get that vibe?
Yeah.
I was going to mention that. Oh, Cedric Alexander.
He's like the annoying little brother, that they don't want around him.
And MVP is like the father.
And I think that's the whole story of why Cedric tagged in, took the pin and the win on Sunday. And then, going forward after that, it looks like Lashley and Shelton are kind of ticked off by him. Because Lashley's bothered by the fact that Cedric's trying to be the spotlight in the group. And Shelton's upset at the same thing. But that pin that he took away from him the other night made it even worse. So
the pin he took away from Shelton.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I really see from this group right now is there's a lot of not even tension between them because Cedric, I feel like Cedric doesn't know, but Bobby and Shelton are looking at him like, dude, shut up, man. That's the vibe I got from them on Raw. And then MVP's just like, yeah, we're champions, man. He's doing his job, so he's blind to the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I see, man. That's what I see out of that group right now.
Oh, I agree.
But they're still better than Retribution.
Oh, my God.
They're way better than Retribution, so that's all that matters. The Hurt Business, though, while they're on the subject, New Day's great and everything. Excellent. Hurt Business, the new big thing in the WWE right now as far as a group.
Oh, yeah. I'm really happy they won the titles. I'm excited to see how this is going forward. And this makes me really realize, I would have loved to see, of course, when E was still with the New Day, I would have loved to see the New Day versus Shelton, Bobby, and Cedric. But obviously we're not going to get that.
No.
But they did a little teaser of it, I guess, because they had Hardy as their partner, the New Day.
Nah.
But
we're not talking about.
Yeah, we're here to talk about the pay-per-view.
We're not going to talk about Hardy's new team.
Oh my God. The Hardy Bros.
Don't say it.
I'm ecstatic to see where this goes. I'm actually really interested.
I will be for the first time in my life. In all the years I've been watching wrestling, I will be turning the channel when they come out.
I like Riddle.
I like Riddle a lot. I love Jeff Hardy. They should not be together, and they should not be called what they're called.
To be fair, I mean, it doesn't take a genius to find out why they're called the Hardy Bros.
Yeah, it's too close to. It's too close to the Hardy Brothers or the Hardy Boys, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I understand that. But yeah, after this match, we're now on the back half of the pay-per-view, and out come Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, the women's tag team champions. Asuka comes out, and, well, not to my surprise, but the mystery partner was Charlotte Flair.
Boo for poor creativity.
Whoa.
As soon as Lana got injured on Raw, I knew, if Asuka needs a partner, it's going to be Charlotte. I saw this coming from a mile away.
Yeah, I didn't really, to be honest, not because of the competitors in the match, but I didn't really care for this match.
Thank you. Me either.
I didn't care.
Right.
I thought it'd be 2 people, and Charlotte was one of them.
You
I'm
what?
just glad they took the tag titles off of
You,
Shayna.
wait,
and
what about Charlotte, Will?
No, I was saying I thought it would be one of 2 people, and Charlotte was one of them.
Who did you think the other one was?
Funny enough, I actually thought it'd be, oh god, what's her face?
Kyrie.
No, not Kyrie, but I thought
Io.
Asuka's partner would be someone. No, it wouldn't be Io either, but I think it would have been someone like Bianca Belair.
But she's on SmackDown. She doesn't even go to Raw.
Yeah, but
Charlotte.
tag team titles or anything.
The tag team tag
That's
team
true.
tag.
That's true, yeah.
But
But
yeah, no, I haven't got much to say. I don't care for this match. No
yeah,
offense.
it's like for me, Asuka and Charlotte won. Charlotte now is a Grand Slam champion.
And she doesn't know how to say Shayna Baszler's name.
Shayna Baszler, I think she said.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Shayna Blazer.
Oh, Blazer, yeah, that's it.
Shayna Blazer.
But
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
all right, are we ready to move on then?
Is somebody on a plane?
Yeah, what is that noise?
No, that's my garage door.
Sounds like you're on a plane right now.
It's gonna happen again because they're gonna have to close it. But
They're
you
gonna
guys
have to take off now.
Haha. No, I think my dad is coming in because he probably didn't bring a key, so he left the garage door unlocked.
Make sure you wave in just carefully.
Have a safe
All right.
landing.
Moving on, our second TLC match of the night. My preference between the two, I think this was the better one. But the Universal Championship, Roman Reigns defending against Kevin Owens. And going back to what you said earlier, Joe, about almost like not getting involved for the first 20 minutes.
Jay's
it
smarter
was
than almost.
Completely the opposite with Jey Uso. And he wasn't even at ringside.
Jay
He came in like pretty much at the start of the match.
Jay's smarter than almost.
Yeah. And of course, like, you know, what do we think about, of course, what happened before the match started? Or I guess right when the match started, when Kevin just attacked Roman.
Oh, that was great. That was great.
Yeah, like, it was
Great.
fantastic. The thing is about this match, right? The thing is about this match is this match was purely storytelling. Storytelling, completely. Man has his back against the wall, fights 2 against 1. At the start of the match, he attacked him before to get the upper hand, and it almost works. Then Man has his cousin come down, beat him up, gets beaten up instead, and then he kicks the living poo out of him.
Yep.
Man is struggling. What can he do? Almost does this incredible comeback, but then gets screwed out the title.
Yeah.
That's what Roman Reigns has been. That's what Roman Reigns does. He tells stories. He does it great. He's the best.
Exactly. A simple story which we all can understand, but is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. And shoot, Roman did an absolutely amazing job throughout this whole match, and so did Kevin. Just, I think the selling, the storytelling, a lot of it was just it came around.
Jey Uso had some good selling as well.
Oh yeah.
Jey Uso is the breakout star of the year.
Oh yeah, dude, he's fantastic.
He's on another level right now.
But yeah, Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns got really physical.
Mhm.
And you know, just lots of tables got broken in this match.
Mhm. Reigns dropped Owens onto a ladder in the corner.
Yeah. Speared him through a table in the corner.
Samoan dropped through a table.
I think a powerbomb through a table at one
Or a
point.
power bomb. Yeah.
I'm pretty certain that he used him as a basketball at most points.
Who?
Reigns on Owens.
Yeah. Well, they were both basketballs.
Oh yeah. But also, really quickly, Michael Cole was broken during this match.
What do you mean?
During the powerbomb onto the ladder, I'm not sure you guys have noticed, but during the powerbomb onto the ladder, Michael Cole literally shouted out on commentary, "Oh my God, spine buster through the table!"
Oh my.
And I
Oh my
remember watching
God.
that thinking, has Michael Cole had a malfunction? And he said it again.
It's like in the video game when the announcer says the wrong thing at the wrong time.
It's like me as Drew McIntyre giving him a claymore, and the guy goes, "Big boot to the face."
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I guess
Put some
technically that is a
respect
big
on the
boot.
name.
Like, a powerbomb and a spine buster are two different things. Come on, Michael Cole.
Come on.
Michael Cole, I'm gonna dig you up.
No, you should dig Owens up. Or Uso.
Oh yeah, because he
Uso.
ain't back. Yeah, he's still underneath the rabble, isn't he?
Still there.
He's still there to this day.
God, that was just a crazy match. And especially when Roman went through the barricade.
Well, that was tight. That was legit injured himself.
That looked brutal. Like that. The speed that he got.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was real good. And that was late in the match, too, so he was already banged up.
Right.
I thought he injured himself.
I'm not gonna lie. After that, I kind of thought Owens was about to win, and
Yeah.
you know, and then Reigns grabbed him, and then Owens hit a powerbomb, and then he went up again, and who's back?
Mr.
Jey
Jey Uso. Oos.
Don't get me wrong. I love what Jey Uso has been doing.
I'm getting you wrong. You're going to say something bad.
Okay, then I'm not gonna talk at all.
No, I want to hear it.
Jey Uso, he's been doing great things with this. Throughout this whole starting with his feud with Roman, he's been, like Will said, or Joe said, one of you two, breakout star of the year without a doubt. And just seeing him get back, this was the one moment this year where I was like, God, I can't stand Jey Uso. Like,
So you're not saying anything bad about him, then?
That means he's doing.
I'm not saying anything bad about him, but like, I love Jey Uso too. But it was like this one moment, I was like, come on, man. Like, I don't want to see.
So you wanted Owens to win? Is that what you're telling me?
I kind of did.
Oh
because
my God.
I love Roman, and I love this whole thing he's got going. But honestly, it's Kevin Owens would have been a great choice to take the title off of him.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think.
No way, dude. The way they're building Roman Reigns up right now, somebody big. And I'm nothing against Kevin Owens, but no way.
For me, though, I think this is just gonna put Owens back in the mid card, and I don't really like that. I think he deserves to definitely be.
He doesn't need to go into the mid card. I'm just saying.
Do you know what?
Whoever it is, it's gonna be big.
Yeah, like at the moment, there's not really anybody on the roster other than maybe McIntyre and The Fiend that could legitimately beat Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good because those are your three biggest guys.
Well, McIntyre can't now. He already beat McIntyre.
Yeah, but McIntyre was going to win.
Well,
before Uso came in.
Well,
but,
and
that,
if you're talking one-on-one, I still think Reigns is gonna win. But
nah, I think McIntyre would win that now.
Oh, jeez.
The reason why I say that is because there's going to be another McIntyre Reigns match, guarantee you.
Oh, at some point.
Especially after that banger they had at Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
And McIntyre is going to win that match.
And then they'll have to go to the third match.
That's not why we're talking right now. But the three biggest guys are the guys you can see beating each other.
Who's the third one again?
Fiend, McIntyre, and Reigns.
Oh, yeah. Fiend might be dead.
Well.
Well, Joe, well, really quickly, just to recap, of course, Roman retained, but now, Joe, we're at the part you're most excited to talk about.
The Fiend is dead. And I'm not excited about that because I love The Fiend, don't get me wrong. But this was freaking awesome. This was fire. This was the fire. And when was the last time we had an Inferno match? Somebody please tell me that.
2006, I think.
2013 it would have been.
No, there wasn't an
No.
Inferno match in 2013.
Yeah, there would have been. It was Kane versus Bray Wyatt,
That was a Ring of Fire match. That wasn't Inferno.
which is an Inferno match.
Well, that's good enough. But here's what we got here. We got this is where the title should be at. This story like this and whatever it is, but this was fantastic, man. The creativity in this match and the way they were able to pull this off, and the cliffhanger they left us. Not do
you know
nobody. Listen, you can't ever tell me anybody in the business ever has been burned alive to the point where you don't have a clue where they are. People have been burned before, but they've never been burned and left. You know what I mean? This was the first time that I've seen anything like that in my life. Okay? I think maybe Kane, maybe he lit somebody on fire back in the day. I'm going to say JR.
Yeah.
Okay. But not burned to death, literally. The only other one I can think of, I think, is maybe like an Undertaker or Vince McMahon blew up in a limo. Okay. This was fantastic, man. This was great.
And I think this is great. The pandemic sort of a blessing in a way for us because
they're able to pull things off like this. But they're gonna be itching to do this again, stuff like this, when a crowd comes back, and it's
they're not
never.
Going to.
They're not going to be able to pull it off anymore.
Because I don't know about you guys, but it definitely wasn't the person. It definitely wasn't Bray Wyatt actually laying there.
Yes, it was, Josh. You don't believe this stuff?
Oh, Joe.
Wait, are you telling me that wasn't really Bray Wyatt there?
I question my sanity sometimes.
That was definitely a mannequin.
That was a mannequin?
It had to have been. I don't see how.
Are you sure, Josh?
I don't see how they would have done that.
No, are you breaking the fourth
let me
wall?
tell you why. Let me tell you how they did it. What they did was they got Bray Wyatt's real life twin, right? Bray Wyatt himself let him sacrifice because he was unneeded. So they used him
pulled twin magic.
Yeah, exactly.
Josh, are you breaking walls down right now?
Yes, I'm breaking the walls down.
Come on.
That's copyright infringement. Come on now.
Okay.
Bray Wyatt got burned alive, man. The Fiend got burned alive.
Nah, it was his brother.
And you're
Wade
making
Bryan.
a joke out of this?
It was his brother. Wade Bryan.
Okay.
I haven't slept since this, okay? Because I'm upset. And if I don't see the Fiend again, I'll be really upset.
He's dead.
I don't think we'll see the Fiend again, at least.
Oh, no.
At least not like he was.
No.
I think if they do bring the Fiend back, there's going to be something extra added about him. This is about character development.
I know that.
Come on, Joe.
But he burned alive. Nobody can survive that, Josh.
Kane did.
Undertaker did.
In a box.
Kane was literally in a pit of fire.
Yeah, but we didn't see him, crisp to death. Literally,
I think we did, actually. Well, not... I think we did, because he fell into it. We saw him go into it.
I know, but you didn't see, I feel like this was just, finalized for me.
We saw Paul Bearer get covered with cement, and he
Yeah, so what? That's cement. You can break out of cement, Josh. You can't survive fire. But anyways, all I have to say about this is I miss the Fiend. And I'm pissed at Randy Orton.
I'm sorry, right? I just want to say right now, I haven't got much to say about this match either, only because we already know what my reaction is. But I'm going to just say this, right? Thank you to Randy Orton and The Fiend and Bray Wyatt and everybody in the production who made that match, because that was spectacular.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was absolutely spectacular to watch.
So I thought this was actually... Oh, my bad.
Oh, no, I was just going to finish by saying, hopefully when crowds do come out, we can still do something similar, but obviously it's not going to happen. But
I mean, they could have done that with a crowd. They could have shut the lights off, quick put a dummy in the ring with lighter fluid on it and lit it on fire. I mean...
Yeah, I guess like you have to get the crowd like into that mindset, if you know what I mean. But
or no, you don't want them in that mindset, so you can really throw them off. I think that's the most important thing. Now they'll be expecting it kind of when they come back, or if they're not able to pull it off, it'll be that much more of a disappointment. I think more for them because they'll have so many ideas of what they want to do that they can't do anymore. But that's then, and this is now. I just want to say real quick that I thought this was going to be a cinematic match from the beginning, even though it kind of was. I didn't think it was going to take place in the ring. Thought it was going to be in the Firefly Funhouse.
Yeah.
And I actually was super disappointed at the beginning of this because of that. When I saw The Fiend come out, I was like, oh, they're not even, or whoever came out first, I think it was The Fiend. I'm like, it was Orton? Yeah, I was like, wait, this is just a regular Inferno match?
Well, I mean, I guess they could have pulled something off like they did at WrestleMania with Cena.
Oh, they could have definitely pulled the same way they did it in the ring. They could have done it somewhere else. I think in a better setting.
Oh no! I'm talking about
having them
before that match even started at Mania. Like you had Cena enter the ring at WrestleMania, but then he sort of like teleported to the Funhouse.
Right.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
But they called it the Firefly Inferno match, so I thought the Firefly meant in the Firefly Funhouse.
Yeah.
And then my other thing I want to say real quick on this going forward is, and I know like one Raw has gone by since this, so the Fiend's dead, supposedly, right? He's burned alive, but where's Firefly Bray?
Ooh.
Like, shouldn't he have appeared? I think maybe, and I know it's not too late, but should he have maybe appeared on Raw right after that, kind of saying like, but I'm still here, because they're supposed to be two different. Or just The Fiend's dead, but that doesn't kill off Firefly Bray, right?
Imagine this.
I just think that would have been cool if Firefly Bray would have shown up in the ring last night with Orton.
Do you know what?
Like, hey, you thought you killed me off? Well, here I am.
Joe, can I cut you off really quick?
Sure, you do a great job at it.
I actually while you were talking about that, I actually came up with a great idea. So, like I said, I think this is going to lead to something what's supposedly going to be scarier than The Fiend, right? But like even more vicious than The Fiend was. And because you're just talking about it, yeah, he never killed Firefly Funhouse Bray. What if Funhouse Bray is like a cover-up? And beneath Funhouse Bray is like an actual, like this absolute horrid monster.
And then there will be no more Firefly Bray.
Yeah. And that would be unfortunate. But
that's kind of bad though, because I like the split personality.
Yeah,
do you know
but
what?
I just think it would be cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what? I think like what would have been cool, in my opinion, is you have Firefly Bray Wyatt give a eulogy to The Fiend on Raw.
Yeah.
With Randy Orton there.
Mm-hmm.
And just have Bray Wyatt play the mind games with Orton.
But
here's the catch I would have as well. Because now we have Randy Orton, who's burned a man alive on national television. Despite Bray Wyatt doing the mind games still with Orton, like teasing on, like he's still like saying like stuff like he may have burned to the crisp or to the ground, but his soul will still linger with you. And then that like not sets up, but like that just teases Fiend or whatever's return when he does come back. But then I kind of want to see, following up Randy Orton burning a man alive, I want to see 2009 Randy Orton. That sick, sadistic human he was
That
in
was
2000.
2009 Randy right there.
I think it was a mix. I don't think it was full 2009 Randy Orton.
Where he was just like, but now he's like talking about like the voices out of his head.
Yeah.
So I don't think you'll see that. But here's the thing. Oh well, I forgot it. Yeah.
And,
Oh! I remember. Where the hell are the puppets? Where are the puppets through all this thing?
Maybe they just.
His only friend's like not even there to make an appearance.
I'm his friend.
Well, yeah, you weren't there to make an appearance.
Because I'm from another country.
Oh, they won't let you in Florida?
Yeah. They won't let us anywhere out the UK right now. Everywhere is shut.
Yeah. Something else that
Well, just call Josh. They knock walls down. He knocks walls down.
Yes, Josh.
And of course, one Raw has passed since this. We're recording the Tuesday after TLC. But we had Alexa's Playground segment.
Yes.
So, what were your guys' thoughts on that?
Oh, that was awesome. I did want to see a little bit more though in terms of like actual because even though it was great, I enjoyed it so, like to the crisp. I think that it was a little bit too short in my opinion. I wanted it, but then again, that could be purposely done because to see more.
Right. And
Randy
going
Orton
back
should have
to-
just. Huh?
One of you guys said something about Bray Wyatt appearing on Raw and then like playing mind games with Randy, like his soul still lingers, stuff like that. That's pretty much exactly what Alexa did.
Yeah, no, very much so. But I wanted to see. I don't know if Joe, you're about to say this as well, but I just want to see Randy Orton RKO Alexa Bliss.
No, I want to see him kiss her.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to see him make out with her. This way, that'll really piss him off.
I mean,
but Randy Orton won't do that. Randy Orton won't do that because he won't agree to that, and they won't make him do that.
I mean, got two different mindsets there. I want to see Randy Orton beat. I want to see Randy Orton do an RKO.
No. Make out with her. Turn around like he's leaving, and then RKO her.
Oh, you mean like Stacey Keibler her?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly what he did with Stacey Keibler. Yes.
I actually like that.
Or we could go the Stephanie route where he RKOs her first or does like a...
No.
Either way, I think would be good.
Gotta kiss her first. Gotta
RKO her, draping DDT her, punk kick her in the...
Oh my God. Make out with her, RKO her, and then leave, act like he's leaving for that, and then punt kick her.
Oh, sugar.
No. And then after punt kicking her, set her on fire. No, I'm kidding.
No, and then set a dummy of her on fire.
I just spat out my drink when you said that.
And then Alexa Bliss comes back as a rabbit.
What?
She comes back as Ramblin' Rabbit.
Why?
And then her career's over.
Oh my God.
Dude, this got very dark very quickly.
Everyone in the Firefly Funhouse is just gonna transform into something else.
Well, yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair. But
Except
regardless,
for Husk the Pig.
TLC was an amazing pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I enjoyed every match, even the women's tag title match.
Yes.
I found some enjoyment in that.
Yeah. A little bit.
A little bit.
Like
Overall,
until Charlotte came out.
Yeah, we won't talk about that though.
regardless, would you guys say that TLC was the best pay-per-view of 2020?
You first, Jeff?
I don't quite know because I'd have to look at everything back again, but I think the pay-per-views throughout the year got better. Let's say that.
Yes.
Especially from SummerSlam on. Like, I feel like every one of these shows we've reviewed, every match or almost all matches on the card were of some meaning. What number one being, good story and executed well. So I have to say that this whole second half of the year, most of the year even, has been excellent with the pay-per-views. This was definitely one of the best. This has to be top 3 for me. It could even be 2 or 1. It's top 3 for sure.
For me, Hell in a Cell was 1, and right now I don't. It's the same for me, but I think Hell in a Cell and TLC, no matter what order, they're 1 and 2.
I also thought the Rumble was really good this year.
Yeah.
And I also thought that WrestleMania, for the way it was, so last minute of a change,
Right.
ended up being fantastic. Like, you gotta remember, WrestleMania was at the very beginning of this whole pandemic where, things were just shut down to the point where I think fans ended up not being able to go to the arena about 3 weeks before Mania, maybe even less.
Yeah.
Right. I think we only saw Rowan in the Performance Center like once just to sign the contract, and then he didn't show up at Mania, which, for his health, I completely understand.
But I think it was still a great, so it's been a year of pay-per-views, man, and I think they've been forced to have to do that, because if they don't, they will lose a lot of viewers, with people not being able to go to watch the show live. And it's hard to really get engaged unless there's a good story. The other night, there were a couple moments where I thought there was a crowd there. Like, they really had me with the noise and just the energy of the match. Like, especially those TLC matches that we saw. Even like the Sasha Carmella match, there was I feel like a lot of ruckus in that match with the crowd. And I feel like I'm forgetting about it a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Especially when they don't have the camera on those LED boards with the fans on them. Like, if they're facing the stage area, you really feel like there's a crowd there, because you're like near the announcers and you can hear the announcers screaming on the side, and then you can hear the crowd, and you can see someone being thrown over a table, and like for a quick 10 to 15 seconds you forget there's no crowd, and then you're like, holy shit, that was real.
Yeah, I agree. And also, to answer your question, Josh, about was it the best pay-per-view of the year? I think the best pay-per-view of the year was the Royal Rumble. I do, though, think that this is top 3, and I think this actually is number 2.
Yeah.
That's how good it was. How good it was.
I think Rumble was 1 for me.
That's fair.
This was 2. And I think Hell in a Cell could have been 3, or it could have been Mania. It's between Hell in a Cell and Mania.
Gotcha.
I give the edge to Mania.
Because what did it for Mania for me was the Boneyard match.
Yes. Dude, that was so great. The way they pulled that off.
The best year.
That's probably the best cinematic match I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Survivor Series was a great pay-per-view too, and especially because of the Undertaker's farewell.
Right.
And
McIntyre versus Reigns was unbelievable.
That was a great match. The Street Profits and New Day was a great match.
WWE, like, in 2019 too, I'd say they've been having amazing pay-per-views the past 2 years, and I hope this continues throughout 2021 and more years to come.
And they've shortened them too, which makes it easier to watch, and it makes it more exciting.
Yeah,
because it feels more fast-paced when it's only 2.5 to 3 hours, instead of like the 4-hour pay-per-views. Where it's just like you're sitting there, and by the time you get to the end, you're like, oh my god, it just like this has been going for a long time. which is okay with me. I love watching wrestling, but sometimes you just get to the point where it's like, all right, are we ready for the main event yet? Because I'm not going to care in about 20 minutes.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Oh, yeah. I get you.
this was only about 3 hours, I want to say.
Yeah, it was both. Yeah, I agree.
All right, well, really quickly before we wrap things up, I have a few announcements that I would like to make. Joe, of course, you can help me make these announcements since you co-host with me. First of all, this should be premiering right now, if all goes according to plan, on New Year's Eve. So if it's New Year's Eve right now,
Happy New
I hope-
Year!
Yeah, Happy New Year for one thing. I hope you all had a great, happy holiday. And I hope you all-
2020.
I hope you all have a great 2021.
Definitely.
Yes.
So, from us at Campus Critique, we'd like to thank you for your support throughout this year. And
Did you just call us Canvas Critique?
I said Canvas Critique.
Hey, our little studio here, we can call it Camp Canvas Critique.
Camp Canvas Critique.
Yeah.
Right. Now I know when I come to America, I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to find Canvas Critique now. Brilliant.
Yeah, you got to come see our little studio, Will.
I'll just ask the driver, hey, do you know where Canvas Critique is?
It's okay. Josh and I are at least 6 feet apart.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
And we'll definitely be doing more episodes in 2021. And in fact, our first episode for 2021, I'm going to go ahead and let Joe announce really quickly.
So the first episode we're going to be doing in 2021 is going to be a throwback episode, just like we did for Survivor Series. And that is going to be some point before the Royal Rumble, of course. And it is going to be a throwback Royal Rumble. We do not know yet. Josh has a little more details on that part of it.
Yes, so what I have planned is, if you guys, of course, are watching this premiere, I'm watching it as well with you, live chatting with you guys. Go ahead and drop in that chat what year you guys would like to see Joe and I review from all the Royal Rumbles in history, I guess.
Yeah.
Shoot, you can even throw in the greatest Royal Rumble if you want to.
Oh, my God, no. No,
I just want to
no.
see.
No,
what did you say?
We are officially not entering that. No.
Okay, don't comment the greatest Royal Rumble. If you do, we're not doing it anyways. Sorry.
No, because
Oh
it
my
didn't
God, why?
it didn't lead to
Mania.
a Mania match.
That's fair. But yeah, go ahead. Drop what years you guys would like to see us review. If yours doesn't get picked, it's nothing against you. This is Joe and I's final decision. So yeah,